Have a look at this guts I've got. Time to start looks maxing. A few days ago I bought them. In Australia we call it the man shake. It's just like a low calorie, like chocolate, vanilla, caramel, whatever shake. You drink 2 of them a day and just have a healthy meal at dinner, and you follow that for a little bit, and you can actually drop, 5 pounds a week. Really, I've done it before, and that's when I dropped about 25 kilos. And so it's not a bad little diet. So I'm probably going to start that next month. I know I should probably start it right now, but I've got food in the house that I want to get rid of first. That's not too good for you. So I invite you, gentlemen and ladies, not too many that watch, to next month start your weight loss journey with me. And I'll probably end up doing probably a weekly check-in. And I want everyone who's doing this, me included, I'll put my weight. When I start, I'll show you my weight on the scales, and then we'll keep each other accountable. Then each week past that, we will put progress, no matter how big or small, in the comments, and of course egg each other on. Now, don't weigh yourself every day, because you can gain weight every day, not so much in the form of fat. When you're dieting, you won't be gaining fat if you're doing it properly, but you can gain fluid. Depends on the amount of also food weight too, salt and fluid, so you've got all that shit to contend with too. So that's why you never weigh yourself every day. You just weigh yourself once a week, or ideally once a fortnight, but I like to do it once a week, and I normally do it on a Sunday, and normally on a Sunday morning, like first thing, get up, go to the toilet, whatever. Before you eat anything for the day or drink anything, you weigh yourself. And I think that's a fairly accurate, especially like if you don't eat before bed, like if you eat your tea at about 6 or 7 o'clock, no later than 8, and then you go to bed, get up. If you don't eat, say 8 to 12 hours after you eat, probably the best time to weigh yourself. And weigh yourself once a week and just see how you're going. And also, you may get stagnant, or in some cases you may diet and put on a few 100 grams, even half a kilo, if you start weight training heavy and you've been big before. You can also activate what we call muscle memory, which is something I do too, because I've been pretty big and solid before, and I haven't done weights for months and that. So if I start doing weights again, my actual weight, physical weight loss will be slow at the beginning normally, depending on how hard I go and if I do cardio every day and that shit. But if I do that, I'll actually activate muscle memory and put on like some of the muscle that I've. Fuck, that girl is tall, my godfather. Unless it's a tranny, I don't fucking know. If that's a girl, I think it is. She'd be about 6'6". Where's Chadlip Maxing? He'd love that. My God, she's about a foot taller than every car she's walked past. She'd be taller. Jesus, she's tall. I probably should show you, but that'd be a bit creepy. Hey, where's Chadlip Maxing? He'd be crawling over there to her. And I know what he's after in a tall woman, but unfortunately for him, most of the tall women that I've met, and I've even been back in the day where I actually could attract women, I've been with a few tall women, 6'1" women and stuff like that. Most of them are submissive in nature and do want to be, taken by a bloke. So he's looking for the tall woman that wants a little sub bloke to run around and do whatever he's told. counterintuitively, he's probably going to more so find that in that 5'2" girl. But anyway, that's his journey to go on. I've just been in a big mall. We don't call them malls, we just call them shopping centres. Like your Knox Cities, your Northland, Eastland, whatever the fuck they're called. Where all the machete crimes happen here in Australia, them places. We've got a place called Donut King. Like really nice. This is a coffee, large coffee, thick shake, beautiful. Had to take it back though. There's a new young girl there. She made it. Oh, she put probably about that much of that coffee liquid there. It was unbearable to drink. I hate taking stuff back, but it had to go. But the owner there, I've been here a few times. The owner knows me to say hello to. He was fine about it. Okay, I didn't tell him to get another. I just said put some more milk and ice cream in it. It's unbearable. One thing I noticed today, a lot of oofy doofies around. A lot of oofy doofy couples. You got that schlubby hubby. You got that 4, 5 out of 10 woman that's cute, attractive. Well, there's one walking towards me at the moment. I said I don't really want to be that guy that shows that films people, but oh yeah, that's nice. As you can tell, I haven't had anything for a while, and the headlights are. She's getting into a car in front of me. I know this sounds a bit creepy, but fuck it. She'd be in her early 30s. Headlights are phenomenal. Thin. I locked eyes with her, no choosing signals, so I'm going to leave it be. That's how it should be. If you like a girl, just lock eyes with her. You don't even just do what I do and just lock eyes like that, really. You don't have to give her a bit of a smile or anything, but you can if you want. Just lock eyes and you'll know if she's got any interest. That way you don't have to run any of this dating coach PUA bullshit, because if there's no initial attraction, there's nothing you can do to make it that way. There's just nothing you can do about it. Back to the oofy doofies. I'm slowly gathering more and more intel for my face versus height video that I'm going to make. I've already done a face versus body video. The face versus height one's a harder one to make, but one pattern that I've recognised is these oofy doofy guys. They're 99% of the time they've got hair, even though it's messy, sloppy, shitty haircut. They can have hair like schlubby, like that Chris Pratt Parks and Recs build, that build, that dad bod. They're not fat, but they're not in shape either. But they've got shit hair. These guys are meat of the bell curve. 80% of them are like 4 out of 10s. Some are 5, some are 3s. 80, if you can get to that 4 out of 10 stage and you're a bit of an oofy doofy, there is a hope for you. But of course, it's not that simple, because most of these guys, if not all of them that I've seen today, were about my height, the 6 to 6'2" range. The 6, most of these oofy doofies are taller, so unfortunately, if you're a 5'3", 5'4" oofy doofy looking guy, I don't have much good news for you. But anyway, oofy doofy's a funny one. And height versus face. I don't want to give away too much of what I'm going to say in that video, because I want it to be, a video that you click on because you haven't heard what I've said before. But yeah, I'm slowly gathering some content for that over what I've seen on the manosphere and my 43 years of being alive and just observing people. I'll give you my thoughts on height versus face. and if one's better than the other, or at what point does one get better than the other or worse than the other, all that kind of stuff. So that video, it's probably about 1 to 2 weeks away. Whenever I feel like doing it, really. That's all this channel is. It's not a monetized channel. I don't give a shit if it never does, because I don't really want to have to be one of these content creators that spout out the same shit every video. And that's what most of them, like you look at Thinking Ape, Aaron Cleary, and I like them. They've got some really, really good points, really good videos, but you can tell they're milking the system, which is fair enough. I've got nothing against them for it, but also I don't watch a lot of them channels much. Maybe once a month I'll watch a video. Well, no, you can't on Apes because he's been demonetized, and he's not gonna. I don't know why he just doesn't post here anyway, as well as over there. But here's, like, you can tell that the creators, even like old mate Raymond, which I like. I watch his live streams and quite a bit, just when I want something to listen to in the background. And I don't really watch his videos; it's mainly the live streams, because it's a bit of a community, you can interact. He even says straight up, "I'm here for the money. If they get demonetized, I'm fucking gone." But so at least he's honest, and he shows you what he makes. He doesn't have to do that. But that's what I mean. Like, you've got these good, smart, intelligent content creators that just are forced. You can tell that it's a forced video, because it's like same shit, different smell. Not that it's shit, but it's just like it's the same talking points, but said a little bit differently. It's just views. They're just going for views and money, which is probably fair enough. If I had a channel that was bringing in $40,000 a year, I'd probably make a video every day too. But I'm not too bothered about that. That's why you get videos when you get them. You get them whenever I feel like making them, and that's that, really. So about 1 to 2 weeks, I think I'll be ready to make that video. I've got to get online, and then I've got to get some, YouTube clips. I've got to get some photos, the comparisons, and shit like that. So a height versus face, and then it can be. I don't know if it's feasible or worth it to make a height versus body. I can do everything's got to be versus face. I think I can do ethnicity versus face, things like that. Ethnicity with height. I can do a bit of that stuff, and then I'll probably end up talking a little bit more about evolutionary psych, which we did on the last channel. Which them videos, the people that watch them like them, but it doesn't get the views. Not that I give a fuck really about them, but my most popular videos are like the PUA hate videos, and the like roasting videos of all that shit. I thought the face versus body one would have gotten a few more views, but it's not. I don't think it's because of lack of interest. It's because YouTube doesn't push my shit. Ever since I made this channel about probably over a year ago, fuck if I know, it just hasn't been pushed. The last channel, it took a bit to get going, and then I was starting to get roughly about 1,000 views per video, and then bang, gone. H letter 8 TE speech, community, for violations, guidelines, left, right, and centre. I tried to appeal it. Nope, I just couldn't do anything about it. And for some reason, they know when you've got another account. Their AI is too good. I don't know. And this account is basically dead on arrival. The only people that I think find this channel is through other people recommending it, or if they do a specific search. It's not just being flooded over the general manosphere. Fucking, what's that? I can't think of the name of it. Your algorithm, your own personal algorithm when you log into YouTube. So it's not if people start viewing similar stuff to mine, it's not, the algorithm's not going, hey, check this bloke out, you might like his stuff. But anyway, that's how it works. Well, I'll leave this one a bit of a quick video. There's a little update, a little bit of a hint of what's coming ahead. So I'll leave you with that. And if you're a bit of a fat bastard like me, and you haven't looked smacks before, or you want to just get healthier, start next month. Get yourself some of them low-calorie shakes, and just have one for breakfast, one for lunch, and just a nice, healthy, balanced meal. Lean meats and vegetables. If you want some gravies or sauces, go for it. You don't have to go straight keto or paleo or whatever the fuck it is, or carnivore. Just them shakes are good because it gives you all your vitamins and minerals and stuff, amino acids and stuff that you need, so you don't actually have to eat a full balanced diet. But for me, for your dinner, eat whatever you want for your tea. If you want a pizza, fucking eat a pizza. It doesn't matter. In the beginning, it doesn't matter. If you exercise, cut out junk food, go on shakes, and then eat whatever you want for tea, the first 6 weeks or 2 months, you're going to lose a fair bit of weight. And the closer you get to your ideal physical shape, that's what, every time I've been dieting and got lean before, the closer you get to being lean, the more your body wants to hang on to the fat that you've got. It's harder, but especially if you're like 20 kilos, 30, 40 pounds overweight, you can lose weight in 2 or 3 months. It'll just melt off you. Have one meal a day you can look forward to all day. Have whatever the fuck you like, within reason. But wake up, have a shake for lunch. Do half an hour of just walking. You don't have to do running or anything. Just walk at a moderate pace, and you'll drop weight. Now, there you go. And I'll see everyone in the next one.